Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we are here gathered today to see what is going on with the energies around you, Pisces. So this is your stalker's reading. Who is thinking about you a little bit too much and why? Okay, so this is the reading. If someone is crushing on you, this is where it will appear. If someone is hating on you, this is where it will appear. And we're gonna find out why. Why, Pisces? So get comfy, get yourself something to drink, and let's spill the tea here. Please, if, the part of the reading that I enjoy the most, honestly, is to see how this applies in context of your life. So I'm going to be pulling in like these three different energies, three profiles, so to speak. I'm going to be giving you all the details, and for some of you, it's going to be like, oh my god, I know exactly who this is. Please comment below and tell me, this is my ex, or this is whatever, I love to hear how the messages, adapt to different kinds of context. You know what I mean? If you don't know, just listen to it. It may come to your mind, it may not. One of the profiles may not be for you. But in most cases, people tend to identify all three. So that's super exciting. It's really, really fun. Let's see if you can identify all three of these energies. Now, of course, don't force them. If it is, it is. And if it isn't, that's perfectly fine. All right. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most detailed description of the first energy that is thinking a lot about Pisces these days and why. Please bring in as much detail as possible and the best advice you have for Pisces. What is this first energy thinking a little bit too much about Pisces? Alright, so we got first card here, a Nine of Pentacles. Lovely energy here. So we see this lady, she's walking on what seems like her garden. She is wearing very comfy, flowy clothes. She's wearing her hair kind of up, but very messy, okay? So this could be you, and this could be how you are perceived, or this could be the person perceiving you. So if you are someone who has blondish or dirty blonde hair, you wear it often as a messy bun, and you wear long dresses that are very comfy, this could be you, okay? If not, then this could be the person thinking about you. But there is definitely an emphasis here on material success, financial success, the luxuries and comfort of life. So someone is thinking a lot about you because of this, okay? It could be a Virgo person. It could be a Virgo. It could be someone who identifies as an artist. You may be an artist as well, Pisces. Someone creative. But what I see here is a Virgo from your past. And this person, I don't know if it's that they admire your material well-being or financial success, but it's they think about you as an example of prosperity. So this could be someone that you met, at a point in your life in which you were very prosperous, very abundant. It's they somehow attach that label onto you. This could be someone who I think that this is someone who has a bit of the starving artist mindset around money. It's they may have these very basic limiting beliefs that I think we all have to a certain extent, but we usually work on those quite early when wanting to manifest abundance and prosperity, which is you should never charge for art because that's just wrong, or anything to do with spirituality is just wrong, or I don't know, it's some kind of, they have this limited perspective, around prosperity and money and manifesting. It's like they really want to manifest abundance, prosperity, and comfort in the physical, but maybe they don't feel like they're worthy, or they feel like it's kind of like, ew, like I shouldn't want it. I don't know, something along those lines. And they think about you a lot, Pisces. They think about your garden, so to speak, a lot. Let's see why are they thinking about you a lot? Like, what about you? What is it? What should you do? What should they do? Okay, so this person is trying sometimes, depending of course on the context. If the person that you know is this energy, is someone who has psychic abilities and remote viewing and stuff, this person could be trying to take like a peek at your life. So protect your energy accordingly if you don't want anyone snooping. But this could be remote viewing. They're trying to, like, through their third eye, spy on you a little bit. Universe, what else can you tell us about this person? What is it that Pisces needs to know? I'm hearing just protect your energy. Okay, so no more cards are jumping, so that is the first energy. Maybe take a minute right now as I go ahead and shuffle the cards again and set out the second energy. Take a moment and set an intention to have your space, your belongings, your life, your energy protected from this person, okay? Basically just set the intention that no one gets to peek, okay? Alright, second energy, thinking a lot about Pisces and life. Ooh, Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is, from what I gather here, this is a man with long hair, okay? I see a man who's quite tall, muscular, I think Caucasian, and with long, flowy, wavy hair, possibly brown, dirty blonde-ish. This person is contemplating a path of spirituality. This person is contemplating like isolating themselves from the world, leaving everything behind, leaving society behind, like going into this like full-blown hermit energy. Maybe going on retreat, traveling the world, going somewhere very remote. And they're either wanting to do that or they're already doing that, but they're thinking of you in that space or around that context. You may be having dreams about these people. The first energy, the second energy. This could be people that have shown up in your dreams recently. Universe, bring in more information about this person and why they are thinking about Pisces. Taking the jumping cards that fall on the table upright. Again, the artist. So this could be someone who also has artistic pursuits or talents or interests. I'm getting that this could be an architect. This could be someone who studied architecture or some kind of like form of like, I'm seeing the, what is that called in English? The architectural plans and the whole thing. I'm seeing that. So this could be like an engineer, a civil engineer. This could be like a plumber, someone who deals with like maps of this sort. Okay, so this person they want to reach the top. Okay, whatever that means to them. This could be someone who wants to reach the top of their industry, the top of the class, the top of, it's like they want to be successful. But when they are in that pursuit of success, they very easily get destabilized, emotionally affected, anxious. They can't sleep, they stress. This could be a very anxious person, very ambitious person as well. Right now, they find themselves in a position of confusion around matters related to money and career. They want your advice. So this could be someone who's planning to reach out to you, Pisces, and ask you about this. If you're a reader, healer, therapist, coach, guidance, whatever, this person could be considering reaching out to you to talk about this. If that's not the case, this could be then someone who is having issues with family. This is someone who's like, quote unquote, a great catch. Could be someone, man or woman, who's considered a great catch. But this person may be single, they may be getting older, they may not be as established as they want, and they may not understand exactly why. And it's because they are very ambitious, but they get kind of like consumed by the anxiety of their pursuits, and they get lost in there somehow. And it seems like they want to have this like happily ever after, but they don't know how to go about it. In some cases, this might be an ex that's thinking like, I should have married Pisces. When I had the chance, I should have married into Pisces family if you're like from a stable family or something like that. Like it would have made sense for them financially to do that. I don't know. Take it if it resonates. Matt could be important. Matthew. Matt. Archites. Artist. Arlington. Ariel. So, what's the advice here, Pisces? Okay, so what I'm hearing is that this person is actually not going to reach out to you. They may have been thinking about it. They're kind of like in your energy that way, but they're not going to reach out to you. Steer clear of this person. Their energy is very strong. Not bad, not good, just very strong. So when they're thinking about you, you may feel it unconsciously. You may dream of this person. You may feel a pull in their direction. But there's nothing really to say. In some cases here, I do feel like there's, like for some of you, this person is going to reach out to ask you for like advice in the form of like spiritual advice, like a tarot reader or something like that, if you are a tarot reader yourself. I know many of you are. Alright, so you don't need to do anything. You don't need to necessarily protect your energy from this person like the previous one. Just, I don't know that this person is thinking a lot about you, and in some cases it's with regret. Now, let's move on to the third energy. Universe, angels, beings of love and light. Please bring in the most detailed and complete description of the third energy that is thinking a lot about Pisces right now, and why. What advice do you bring for Pisces as well? For those of you who can identify energy number 2, please comment below. All right, universe, what is the third energy here? The Pisces needs to, you know, be aware of. What are they thinking about Pisces? Okay, this could be someone who could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is someone who spends a lot of time around water, okay? This could be someone who lives near the water or lives somewhere that has a lot of nature. This could be someone who does some kind of like water sport or spends a lot of time in the water for whatever reason. I'm getting masculine energy here. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. This person is thinking of you with a lot of fondness, a lot of like nostalgia. This is someone who cares about you, maybe someone you haven't seen in a really long time. This could be, again, someone who lives by the beach, near the ocean, the ocean. And this could be this could be someone who, it's like they have their life put together, they have their empire, they have their, you know, their life as they want it, but maybe you're not a part of it. They miss you. There's someone here that misses you. Could be a friend. This person could be wanting to reconcile with you, reaching out to you, thinking of rekindling a relationship, reconnecting, especially if this is like a friend that you haven't seen in a long time, maybe someone you grew up with. This person is thinking a lot about you. They're being patient. Maybe you're busy, maybe you haven't been able to reach out to them, or you were planning to see each other, you haven't been able to, I don't know, but they're being patient with you. They could use your presence in their life. They miss you. There's something about you, of what you see in them, how you see them, the story that, or the history that you guys shared. It's like there's something to you that they don't share with another person. They may have a lot of people in their life, a lot of good friends and everything, but it's like maybe they knew you from a particular time in your life or their life that just makes it very unique of a relationship. They seem to be a little tired. They seem to be a little anxious here. Maybe around money and finances. They're putting in a lot of work into their empire, as I mentioned. This is someone who could be a man, could be a woman, but ultimately is a very productive energy, very like masculine energy in that sense. This person is feeling emotionally unfulfilled, but they're keeping themselves busy to not think about it. But they could really use a friend right now. They could really use you right now as a friend, because they have friends, but I don't feel like they can talk about the things that they need to talk about with them. They want to talk with you, you know? So this person could be thinking about you. If you know who this is, you know, you can put them out of their misery and, you know, write to them, reach out to them perhaps, because they seem to be wanting to give you space, but at the same time missing you. This seems like a good friend. This seems like a good relationship. Someone who you care about, someone who cares about you, but I do sense distance. This could be someone who's kind of blondish, brown hair, curly, maybe. Wavy. Maybe they feel like you need to apologize for something. Maybe you feel like they need to apologize for something. But bottom line, they miss you and they want to reconnect with you. And it seems like that would be a good idea, Pisces. Okay? Alright, so that is what I got for you for this Stalkers reading. Comment below. Please don't leave me hanging. Comment below and let me know if you can identify this third energy. Okay? Let me know. I love reading all of those messages. I'm a little behind on my comments, you guys. I've been meaning to, you know, read through all of them and answer everything, and every time I start, it's like I get distracted by something else, and it's taking me like some more time than I would wish. But still, please do comment, because I really enjoy, once I get a chance to actually read them properly, I really enjoy them. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for taking your time to be here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I don't take it for granted. And make sure to protect your energy accordingly, especially around this first energy that we saw here, okay? Alrighty, Pisces, I love you so much, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye! Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing our financial reading for the week that goes from October 22nd to October 28th. I hope that you're all doing very, very well. In this reading, we see things like predictions about things happening at work, predictions of income coming in, or expenses that may be showing up this week. And with the predictions, we intend to bring in from Spirit through the cards guidance, advice, and perspective. Besides the obvious, having a good time, hanging out, and chilling. So please, Pisces, like this video if you like to receive these readings. But most importantly, if you like to receive these readings weekly, please click on the notification bell next to the subscribe button. That's where the magic happens. That is how you get notified when these are up. Alright, spirit angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for money and finances for Pisces this week. What is it that Pisces needs to know? While I am shuffling the cards here, setting up the reading, please take a second to comment below. Let's build up a nice frequency, a nice bank of energy to bless this week ahead. Comment below. I am as abundant as I want to be. I am as abundant as I want to be. If you feel like there's another affirmation that could be better for you that you would like to share with other Pisces in the comment section, please follow your heart, follow your intuition, and do that as well. Alright, so this is going to be a week in which a lot of important shifts are happening financially for you. But they're happening more on an emotional layer than they are on a physical layer. So it seems like there's a lot of healing happening energetically, vibrationally. Starting with a correction of your frequency here, in which some of you have been pursuing money as something to attain, something to have, something to get, something that is a reflection or lack thereof of if you are like in the right place. And Spirit here is saying, don't give that kind of power to money. Money is just another form of energy, okay? It is just a mirror. But it's not a mirror of, you know, you're worthy and therefore you have money, so if you don't have money you're not worthy. No. That association, I feel like Pisces has maybe like, it's like almost like an over identification with someone who's abundant is someone who's doing things well or spiritually well, where there's so much more than that. You know, there's so many layers to the lessons and the challenges and the trials and tribulations that the universe plays on our way. Not to mention the layers and layers and layers of astrological energies and shifts and changes, right? So, I don't know. They're telling you here, take a step back this week and evaluate if you are attracting financial freedom or chasing financial freedom. Okay? Because chasing financial freedom, it's very like counterintuitive. By chasing freedom, you continuously end up in this space of chasing, which is literally the opposite of freedom. So I don't know, think about that. Anything or anyone that you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. The challenge here this week for some of you is going to be not to feel less than if money and finances are not looking what you want them to look. It's like some of you have tied up so... it's like you have tied up the concept of like your self-esteem and your self-concept in general to whether or not you're abundant, or whether or not you are the one bringing in the money, or whether or not you have this or that. Spirit wants you to completely detangle that and understand that it's just another energy. Over identification gives it too much power. And by giving it too much power, it takes from you a lot of power as well. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The challenge here being words of abundance is very interesting. This week you may feel tempted to talk about how difficult things are or complain. You may feel like you want to almost protect your stance as a victim of the economy or your business or your job or the industry or the platform or whatever. Try not to do that. The limitations that you fight for, you get to keep, right? So don't fight on behalf of those limitations. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say that you're having a conversation with someone. Someone tells you, hey, you need to do this, this and that to make it different. And you go into this state of defending why you haven't been able to do something, defending the blockage, right? Well, if you defend the blockage, you get to keep it. And that is, I'm going to write that down because I feel like that could be relevant for the title of this reading. Okay. So definitely careful with your words. Some of you need to take a moment to release resentments around money. And those of you who have through this healing, you know exactly who you are. You are the Pisces that went through a big disappointment related to money, or a loved one connected to money, some form of betrayal, or some form of heartache, heartbreak in the past. And there is resentment, okay? There is resentment about, or related to something that had to do with what happened. And that resentment most likely is still there. So use this week to release that. Use this week to, maybe through spell work, ritual, meditation, manifestation sessions, whatever it may be, find a way to release that resentment. Take it away. If you have placed the resentment on a certain company, or a certain person, or a certain outcome, certain neighborhood, I don't know, certain government, take that resentment away and basically consciously give it to the divine, for the divine to alchemize it as needed and rid you of it. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding on to resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So let's say that, for some of you, it's something massive that you immediately identify. But for others of you, this could be like, oh, they did me dirty in that bank. Now I hate that bank, but that's my bank, but I hate it. And it's like you have all of this like resentment energy towards that particular company or whatever, that bank. And that is harming you more than it's harming the bank. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to reclaim your power and use it in a different way. Sometimes we feel powerful when we're angry. We feel more empowered when we're angry than when we're sad. That's a fact. And sometimes we feel like if we're angry towards the bank because they did this thing, or towards this other company because they did that thing, or they didn't do that thing, whatever, we feel like an illusion of being empowered. But if we take that out, we're probably still kind of sad because of whatever happened. So instead, clear that sadness, so you can truly be empowered to see things as they are and make the choices accordingly. This is going to be a wonderful week for you to declutter as well. Your place is cluttered, Pisces. You know it. I know it. The people who live there know it. It's cluttered. You need to get rid of some things. Start with the things that are broken. Start with the things that you're not using at all. Start with the things that you said you were going to repair, but you never did. You know? Start to get rid of the things that represent lack. Broken underwear. I know that those are the most comfy ones, but get rid of the broken underwear, the tainted clothes, the things that you can easily replace, some of you, but are not doing it just out of like, what's that word I'm looking for? Negligence? Wow, that's a very serious word for something so dumb, but still. Like you may be like neglecting those kind of things. Start by throwing away all the things that vibrationally interrupt the frequency of abundance. What else is bad for, the feng shui of the home or the energy of the home? Get rid of items that hold a lot of emotional negative nostalgia or memories of very difficult times. If, oh my God, let's say that you have a TV and when X person betrayed you, you punched the TV and it's all beaten down and now you use it like that. It's like every time you see that, your subconscious gets reminded of that wound. It's such an intense emotional burst of energy. So change it, or if you don't use it because it's broken, because that was a very powerful punch, get rid of it, throw it away, sell it for parts, I don't know. But all of those are little reminders around the home. Also things that bring in a lot of pain from the past. Pictures of exes or, little things. You don't have to throw them away per se, but you can clear their energy or you can place them somewhere out of sight. Also pending bills, having a bunch of pending bills, or things in visible, all of that creates an awareness of lack, which then magnifies it. So pay attention to that. Decluttering is very important for you. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. All right. There is, at the end of the week, a need for you to focus on something. Whether it is you're choosing to have the weekend to declutter, or you're choosing to have the weekend and dedicate it to that healing that needs to get done emotionally around money. It could be those things. It could be something else. It could be that you're separating the weekend for work, or you're doing something that requires focus. They're telling you here, make sure to be strategic and do everything you can to set yourself up for success, because that will impact your self-concept, right? Try to minimize the distractions. The card says, your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So do that. The downfall that you have this week, meaning what can really get you in trouble here, is what you say about money. Okay, what you say and how you express yourself around the whole theme of money and abundance. Be very careful. We got here no more complaining, and we got the words of abundance, right? Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Comment below, I am effortlessly abundant. I am naturally blessed. just don't say anything that goes against that. You know, maybe write it down on your planner or write it down on a piece of paper or post it on your computer or something. Remind yourself to not say things that go against that truth that you're affirming, that you want to continue to see manifest more and more and more, right? Okay, so let's pull another layer here. Black and white cards. By the way, we have a windfall of abundance around the holidays. So expect maybe a bonus, a gift, an increase in clients. I don't know, something good is happening here around money in Christmas. Why Christmas? Because I'm literally seeing the Santa Claus here on the deck, which has nothing to do with Christmas. So, I don't know, the timing always, I find it interesting. This is especially a message for you. Get ready for a windfall of abundance. If you live somewhere where there's pine trees, deer, squirrels, rabbits, things like that. If you have that kind of like environment around you, get ready for a windfall of abundance, all right? Two of Cups, beautiful. So they're telling you here to think of how you manifest money in the same way as you think of manifesting love. You don't go around all desperate trying to manifest love. You know very well that that's not how you get love. You know, the more desperate you are and the more, you know, needy the energy that you put out there, the less you're going to find the right person, romantically speaking. Same goes for money. They're bringing it to your attention because some of you are like pros at knowing how to manifest like based on energy, but it's like when it's about money, it's like you don't apply the same things that you already know. So let's say that you know a lot about how to manifest the perfect person for you, and you know you've done it many times, and when you're ready for a new relationship you already know what to do, and you know that it's basically being in your feminine energy and allowing what really gets the job done. Then don't be in this highly tense, nervous, needy, anxious energy about money. You know, basically apply the same principle here. Be open. Be welcoming. But mostly and most importantly, be grateful. Be grateful for what you already have, Pisces. I can't stress this enough. Look at that. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Definitely approach the whole theme of money through the eye or the lens of emotions. Emotions. And there needs to be some healing done here, Pisces. Around your solar plexus specifically. Around maybe the purchase, the sale, or something that has to do with land or property. The quality of the opportunities that you are attracting depends a lot on the energy that you're holding, okay? We got the Lovers here. Got the Nine of Cups. There's so many cups here. It's a financial reading and we only have one pentacle. Granted, it's a big pentacle, but it is in the past, okay? All the other energies showing up here are water. We got the Page of Cups, we got the Queen of Cups, we got the Knight of Cups. So it starts in the emotional space, Pisces. What can you do this weekend to heal resentments about money, to take a step back and enter a feminine energy approach towards money, and to declutter your home? Those are your three like homeworks basically. And give it attention, like focus on things, focus and give, like block out distractions accordingly. Make sure that you're not affirming opposite, like affirmations or words that go opposite to what you're really trying to embody. Declutter. And go through your emotions, Pisces. The only way out is through. That's what I'm getting. The only way out is through. The limitations that you defend, you get to keep. All right, my love. So interesting. What do you think about this reading? Please comment below and let me know. Are you one of those Pisces who did go through something quite severe financially that left you with a bit of resentment? Are you one of them? Are you in that group, in that cluster, or not? Let me know below, Pisces. I am. I went through something financially in the last couple of years that was very, very disheartening and discouraging and shitty, and I'm still recovering from it. So yeah, are you in the same boat as me? Let me know. I love you, Pisces. I love you so, so much. I hope you know that. And please like this video. Please subscribe, click on that notification bell, all of those little things. Take a second. They're for free and they really make my day. It really, really means the world to me to see the numbers increase in a positive way here in the channel. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And best of luck with everything. Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we're going to be doing a little bonus reading to focus on the energies of Halloween and seeing what kind of rituals, spell work, or whatever could be beneficial for you. Okay, so that's what we're going to be tapping into in this reading. Obviously, other messages, other predictions, and other advice may come through depending on how relevant it is for the Pisces collective according to Spirit. But the main thing would be to basically find out what to focus on in such a powerful, powerful time. Okay, Pisces. Let's see. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. What is the best theme to focus on for this Halloween? For all the witchy Pisces out there. Oh wow, okay. So using the energies to manifest comfort, to manifest security, to manifest good finances would be a good idea here. It seems like doing it from a very peaceful, open energy of welcoming the good is going to definitely bring in a lot of goodness. Try not to manifest finances through desperation or like needy energy, because that's definitely going to backfire. It's better to really find yourself in a state in which you don't feel like you need anything to be happy, and then in that state ask for things that you believe could, you know, help you be happier or improve your experience in one way or another. But definitely has to come from a very peaceful space. This could have to do with, for some of you, asking for financial prosperity, the money required to pay some bills or expenses you've had. This could be a good time to ask for things that you would consider luxuries, but that would actually make your day-to-day experience better. That would be a good focus, it seems. And it's crossed by the 10 of Cups, which is super interesting. Knowing and understanding that these things are not going to bring you happiness in the way that true happiness manifests, meaning don't give your power away to desire that if you manifest that item, you're going to be happy. You know, don't give physical objects that kind of power. Don't give money itself that kind of power. Instead, know that true happiness comes from within, whether you have or don't have the material comforts and luxuries. Of course, having money and having comforts makes being happy a whole lot easier, that's for sure. It is not directly proportional, so keep that in mind as well. Again, I get this energy of not needing it. So don't try to manifest something thinking that you need it to be happy. Just simply from a state of like, it will be kind of nice to have that, you know. for those of you who want to focus on healing the past experiences that you've had in which you have been either persecuted, disappointed, or betrayed based on the comforts or the lifestyle that you live. Those are going to be the wounds to heal at this time. So if in the past there have been conflicts because you were too successful or not successful enough, or because you started to do really well, someone betrayed you or someone got jealous, whatever that is in your past, if there is something like that, focus on healing that at this time would be good. That would be good. And it would help you step into this full Queen of Wands energy, taking those potential wounds from the past and turning them into fuel for the future. I'm getting this like reference to like when you don't need anything, that's when everything comes your way. When you are perfectly fine on your own, romantically speaking, you're single, you're happy, you're healthy, when you really seriously don't need a person to fill that void, that's when a lot of people and options are going to start coming your way, because you don't need that. You're not emanating this frequency of need. You are already complete, and therefore you're attracting more and more, in this case, relationships that are making you feel complete, right? Same goes for finances. Same goes for material well-being. Same goes for health. So if you were to focus on something this Halloween, I would say to really be in the energy of what you want. Not being in the energy of wanting it, but being in the energy of already having it, if that makes sense. So gratitude practices are very helpful, yeah. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely advised to maybe call upon new beginnings related to finances, to recognition, to career success. So if you're working on something, if you're wanting to start a new project, a podcast, a channel, a business, if you're wanting to graduate, if you're wanting to write a book, get a publishing deal, something like that, make sure to ask that of the divine from an energy of, I don't need it to be happy, but it would be kind of nice. Or it would be very nice. That kind of frequency is the one to go for now. Yeah, in the environment, you got the Six of Wands. So you have victory all over. Everything around you is in this frequency of victory. So allow yourself to ride those waves. Allow yourself to tap into that frequency, that energy, and use it to manifest more and more victories of your own. Celebrate the things you do have. Celebrate the moments in which you're feeling how you want to feel. Celebrate the blessings that you have already manifested. Celebrate them. And that is going to bring more and more and more things to feel like you want to celebrate them. You know what I mean? Very beautiful energies here, Pisces. Woo! Yes. Work, opportunities, pentacles. Some of you are being advised here to celebrate how far you've come in your career. Even if you're not necessarily all the way up where you want to be, they're telling you here to be grateful for where you are. And if you want more prosperity and abundance, make sure that you're asking it, at least at this time, with the intention or the availability of it manifesting through like new clients or new opportunities. What does that mean? Basically, don't try to just manifest the money. Try to be conscious that you're manifesting the opportunities to get the money. Say you want to manifest $10,000 for the week, whatever, I don't know. Then do something that could bring in energetically that money, but not like through thin air, but instead through like a product that you're selling. Like give light a path to travel, if that makes sense. To travel your way. And be aware that that's how it's going to manifest. So if you don't want more work, if you don't want more opportunities, if you don't want more clients, then, you know, it may not be a wonderful time to ask for that, because it may come through in that way. Now, I see that some of you here are going to be very, very tempted to try to manifest everything all at once. And Spirit is saying here, no. That wouldn't go well. If you don't know what to try to manifest, then don't try to manifest anything. Just be grateful for what you have. Okay? If you don't have clarity on one thing that you want to manifest, then it's better for you to just appreciate time and time again what you already have, because that is going to bring a whole lot of goodness into your life, whether you know exactly what it is that you want or not. So gratitude. That's the answer for you. If you're not exactly clear on just one thing that you really, really want to manifest here that is aligned with this, then focus on gratitude. There's a lot of very, very powerful energy here. Enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. It's a good time for you, Pisces. It's a very good time for you. I hope that the image is clear here. Yeah. Alright, my love. So this is the bonus reading that I have for you for manifestation rituals or spell work or manifestation techniques that you can focus on for Halloween 2024. There's a lot of other very powerful readings, longer readings, more detailed about predictions for the week that you can check out on the channel. So please make sure to go over to the channel and check them out. Please, please, please like this video, and if you would like to make my day and you would like to make me smile, just set a little emoji as a comment in this reading. That really, really does help a lot with the algorithm as well. So a little heart or a smiley face or a little coma or whatever, that would really help this video actually be propelled further and further into the ever mystical, ununderstandable, incomprehensible algorithm. So yeah, thank you so much for those of you who take the moment to do that. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next reading, Pisces. Bye. Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing a bonus reading about family. I know that some of you are going through some things with certain family members, and I know that emotionally it may take a toll on you. So this is going to be a very short reading just to see if Spirit has any kind of advice, any kind of predictions or guidance that can help you with this area of your life. Now, if this is not particularly of your concern, know that this applies also for not only blood family, but like chosen family as well in some cases. If this is not the reading for you, that's perfectly fine. There's a lot of readings about a lot of different things on the channel being posted this week. But if you're here, thank you so much for joining me. It means the world to me that you have clicked on this video in the first place. I don't take it for granted. And if you would like to support the channel for free by liking, subscribing, or clicking on the notification bell thingy, that would make my day, to be honest. Very, very grateful to have you here, Pisces. Alrighty, Spirit. So what is it about family that Pisces needs to be aware of right now? What is the best advice you can give Pisces as far as family goes? Any heads up? Any guidance? Any predictions? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. So I'm taking upright cards, and I'm taking the ones that fall on the table specifically. Alright, so I see here that Judgment Day has arrived for the family unit, okay? So in a way, everyone here is expected this week to sort of see the fruits of their labor or like reflect on what they have created. So this is going to be a week in which you're going to see that the toxic ones, the bully kind of ones, the narcissistic, members of the family are going to somehow get their karma delivered to them this week, in a way. And those who often play the roles of the unifying agents, the glue. Those of you, those members of the family who try to really bring the joy and bring the beauty out of each family unit, those are also going to be rewarded as well. You're going to see how judgment comes in and delivers karma this week. Now, if you see someone in your family who's usually very manipulative, who's usually creating chaos left and right, and creating wounds in everybody, know that this person may get bad news this week. You are incredibly generous, Pisces. You're incredibly patient and kind, and oftentimes maybe you need to kind of like, that generosity needs to be like reined a little bit. Why do I say that? Because I feel like someone is getting their karma this week, and it's like you care for them so much, or you love them so much, that you almost take their punishment, their karma or whatever, as yours, as your own, when it's not. Sometimes I know this is very like out there, and a lot of people wouldn't understand, a lot of people wouldn't agree, but sometimes the best thing we can do for our loved ones is to let them experience their rock bottoms, because that's the only way they truly can understand the consequences of their actions. If we always try to rescue them, if we always try to prevent them from going through any kind of difficulty, there reaches a point in which we are, without meaning to, we are taking them away from the opportunity of learning the things that could make their life better in the future. So someone is reaching a rock bottom here, okay? And I feel like this person definitely deserves it. This person definitely deserves it. Whatever it is that they're accused of, they did it. Okay, so and when we talk about accusations, this could even be legal matters. There could be someone in the family who's been accused of something, who has been persecuted for some reason. They may be claiming their innocence, whatever. What I see here is that those who have navigated things with malicious intent are going to be experiencing that consequence. Those who have been entangled in something without malicious intent are going to be spared. I feel like there could be some kind of judgment, some trial, some kind of legal announcement or conclusion here. You're being asked to not intervene, especially magically. So if some of you have helped your family with something legal through intention setting and prayer and manifestations or spell work or whatever, they're saying here, this is not the time to intervene. Let everyone get the consequences of their actions accordingly. And know that these are accurately being mirrored to them. There could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person here. Someone who's very opinionated, someone who can be sometimes, very assertive and very diligent and very clear when they speak, but sometimes they could be unnecessarily cruel. This person here, this person seems to be sick of running away from consequences, and I feel like this person is ready to have everybody go down if they need to go down. So this could be like a patriarch, or this could be like a matriarch, and someone here in the family seems to be for a long time wanting to protect everybody from the consequences of their actions. And it seems like they have reached a point in which they have been overwhelmed for so long that they're like, just let it be. Just let it be. Let divine justice take care of it. Like, let divine justice take care of things. So that is something that you may see unfolding this week from October 21st to October 27th. However, if you're finding this video at a different time, I wouldn't be surprised that it's the right time for you to listen to it. Okay, so, you know, time is fluid in that way. There is definitely a lot of overwhelm and a lot of like a crisis feeling here based on the judgment. But it seems like everyone is going to be very graceful. So please be graceful yourself as well, Pisces. It seems like everyone is going to be like, you know what? Okay, that is fair. I did this, I did that, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, and this is a consequence. Okay, fine. Fair enough. It seems like after some contemplation, everyone involved comes to peace and comes to terms with like the final decisions here. But you're going to be definitely tempted to try to sway the judgment in one way or another. You're definitely going to be tempted to take the burden away from someone who needs to experience the burden in the form of the consequences of their actions here. This is a time for you to stand your ground, be very like level-headed, humble, and faithful to the divine, to life, to the universe, and simply honor what has been delivered, even if you don't fully understand it. So let's say that there is someone here in the family who you believe has been wrongly accused of something, legally. You may love this person, you may see them as a hero. There's a possibility that this person did do what they're accused of doing, and they're getting a consequence for it. Don't take the bait of like becoming this like full-blown activist trying to prove the legal system wrong because this person obviously would never ever do something like that. This is the kind of week in which you're like, oh wow, okay, I didn't know that person could do something like that. Huh, interesting. Damn. You know, like this is a week to see things as they are. And to honor yourself, your energy, and not fall prey to, you know, becoming another pawn in a process that really seems to have more to do with them than it has to do with you. Don't try to rescue anyone this week. Let them see what their actions are bringing. Sometimes that is tough love, but a very good kind of love. And it doesn't feel all that pretty and nice and lovely. But at the end of the day, giving someone the opportunity to mature, to grow, to change, to evolve, and to see the consequences sometimes is way more empowering for them than to try to get them out of a certain situation, even if it's with very positive intentions. Alright, Pisces, so this is what I got for you for this bonus family reading. I don't know if this makes sense to all of you, but please do me a little tiny favor and comment below, yes, it resonates, or no, it doesn't resonate. Because this is not a reading that I do often. Family readings are not really something I offer here in the channel. And since this is the first one, I would really appreciate the comments to see, you know, if I don't know, like if it's resonating more than it's not resonating or whatever, and to see if I'm on the right track with that. Please let me know, comment below. It takes a second and it helps a lot, Pisces. I'll see you in the next one. Allow your seeds that you have planted to bring your consequences and deal with those, and let everybody else deal with theirs. Okay? All right, Pisces. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we're doing yet another bonus reading just to see if there are any additional messages that the universe wants to bring your way, anything that could be useful, any advice, any predictions that may not be included in the themes of the other readings. So yeah, get comfy. I hope you're having a lovely spooky season. And let's begin with an affirmation, Pisces. Spirit, what affirmation is the ideal affirmation for Pisces at this time? But whose truth is the true truth? Okay. Whose truth is the true truth? If you feel like putting in a lot of positive energy here into this reading, blessing your path ahead, you can comment below and affirm, I am in tune with my truest truth. Alright, Pisces. Let's take the jumping cards upright. What is it that Pisces needs to know right now? What is it that Pisces needs to know right now? Well, first, Pisces, you need to remember constantly and understand that the strength that you have to face your challenges, to go about your life, is not supposed to be your physical human strength, okay? Know that you are always surrounded by the divine, always backed up by the energy of your ancestors, okay? Of your spirit guides, of your angels, of your deities. Okay, so everything that you need to face doesn't have to go on your shoulders. Sometimes that's the reason why we feel so helpless or so weak or so stuck. It's because we're relying only on our abilities when the universe has your back. The universe has all of the energy, wisdom, advice, intention, you name it, to help you succeed. It doesn't have to go on your human mind, your human self only. Now, we got here the Five of Wands as well. So, I see that there could be some drama with some people at this time. There could be some conversations, people not being on the same page, conflicts, you know, a little bit of that showing up, Pisces. Could be you engaged in these things, or it could be your loved ones or people who are very close to you. I do see you completely like shifting your perspective and not, you know, trying to avoid the drama at all costs. So I feel like even if there is something that could really pull you in justifiably into some drama, I feel like you're still just not going to engage. I feel like many of you have had enough drama for a lifetime and you're really just sort of like choosing your battles very wisely. I feel like many of you right now are going to be exposed to many battles that you could subscribe to, but Spirit is saying don't, okay? Just don't. Steer clear, all right? Right now you're going through a lot, Pisces, on a spiritual level. You are aligning yourself with your divine destiny, your divine purpose. There is, you know, in the lives of all of us, in our divine plan, there's usually 1, 2, or 3 things that are heightened, that are like the big reason why you came to Earth and stuff like that. And I feel like you are on the verge of fully stepping into one of those in this lifetime. And it may be the biggest one, like the most important one on a soul level, the most important, like achievement. I don't know if that's a word, probably not. But like your highest purpose here. You're on the verge of aligning yourself perfectly with that. And that's why also you may be prioritizing your well-being, your health, your overall sense of balance, as opposed to the drama that people around you seem to be so easily engaging in. There is someone here who could be like a female energy, a feminine energy here in your life, who could be a little bit on the victimhood side this week. There could be a bit of victimization, there could be a little bit of manipulation there. But it seems really that you're not engaging. I'm impressed because it seems like one of these weeks in which there are going to be invitations to engage, there are going to be triggers, there are going to be all sorts of like bait for you to engage, and you're seriously just not engaging. It's like, I don't give a fuck. And Pisces, that is what is recommended for you this week. Just because you have the strength to deal with something doesn't mean you should, or that you have to. Just because you are being invited into a fight, a conflict, a drama, doesn't mean that you belong there. Doesn't mean you have to put up with anything, really, Pisces. Some of you are creating a very stable future, and that starts with your emotions. Maybe in the past, you would succumb to people-pleasing. You would entertain the people in your life going through dramas because you wanted to help them. You wanted to solve situations. You wanted to create peace and bring peace to dynamics. And I feel like in a way, that destabilized you. And now you know better. It seems like you're standing very strongly and grounded in your truth, and you're not letting anyone just sort of push you around. And that is what is creating this very stable future for you. It starts with those little things. You know, the prize of not engaging with the drama, of course, is not being engaged with the drama, right? But also, by doing that, like, every time, and choosing to steer clear, in an overall sense, you're purifying your energy from that. And on the long term, it's allowing you to create something way more stable, safe, protected, much more reliable and dependable, that if you would allow these frequencies in and out of your life all the time. So basically there is a congratulation here for you from Spirit. You have everything that you need to create a very beautiful, again, stable future. No matter how manipulating, how tempting, how conniving, how narcissistic of a bait, you get this week, steer clear. Your loved one's drama is not your drama. Okay? Your family's drama is not your drama. Maybe there are some things that you directly need to solve, but that is definitely not something that someone else has started and that you now need to come in and fix or help or improve. I hope that's very clear, Pisces. There's still some things that, you may not be entirely clear on in your own life. And when we're confused or stressed, we don't have the answers, we find ourselves stuck. It's easy to want to fill that time by looking elsewhere, procrastinating, entertaining ourselves with different things. And one of those temptations could be to engage in this kind of drama. This is not the week to do that, Pisces. I can't say it enough. I can't, make it more clear. Don't insert yourself into another person's conflict. Even if you feel like you need to save them or rescue them or whatever. Just don't. Just don't. And going back to that affirmation, at the beginning of the reading, but whose truth is the true truth? That is very relative. As long as you are aligned with your truth, Pisces, you're good to go. But for every person, their truth is their truest truth, especially in conflicts and things like that. So instead of somehow stepping into this judge energy, or in the football matches and stuff, the guy, arbitro, referee, whatever, Like, don't be that person. Don't step into that role. It will really backfire, Pisces, this week, okay? And, you know, even if right now you're dealing with uncomfortable things and you don't have the answers, sit in the discomfort, because it will be better than engaging in these kinds of dramas. For real. I don't know what is it about this week, but it's like a hell no, okay? So I hope that helps, Pisces. I hope this is a little bit of a heads up bonus reading. I think that the message could not be more clear, you know, and I think that you got this. You have what it takes to continue to build a very grounded, clean energy empire, Pisces, that you're building in your life. Okay, I love you. Please like this video if you like these bonus short little readings. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It takes a second and it really makes my day. It's so helpful for a channel here on YouTube. So I'll see you in the next one. I hope that you enjoyed this one and talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces. Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to your bonus reading. Today we're going to be tapping into love messages for singles, couples, and those somewhere in between. Okay, so if you're interested in love and the connection that you have with your special person right now, or the connection that you wish to have with the special person, then stick around because this is going to be a good one for you. Please like this video if you would like to support the channel for free, and subscribe or click on the little bell icon if you want to hear or receive notification when new readings are available for you. So this is going to be a short and sweet one. Spirit, angels, beings of love and light, what is it that Pisces watching, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisces need to know for love and romance, regardless of what their situation is? What is the best advice for Pisces? Okay, so someone here needs to hear this. It may not be the most lovely of messages, but it's just a reminder that even if you have incredible chemistry, even if you have really powerful sexual chemistry, if you have this very powerful click, you know, it's just like you click with this person, you vibe with this person, that doesn't necessarily override other things. Yes, it is, of course, ideal to have that kind of chemistry with who you're with, but there's also important things that need to be taken into consideration for something to, you know, be a long-term good investment of your energy, time, everything. This person, even though you may have incredible chemistry with them, they may not be on the same page with you as far as religious factors, as far as children, as far as belief systems, and all of that. They're telling you here, please do not ignore it, Pisces. Pay attention to the red flags. They're there for a reason. The chemistry is not going to override everything. At some point, these things will be a problem if you don't face them or address them. So the signs here are cautioning you. These red flags are showing up for a reason. Again, free yourself of the belief or the idea that this powerful chemistry means that automatically this is the person that you have to be with. Okay, you can have incredible chemistry with a lot of different people in your life. A lot of different people. Endless, really. I feel like just as soulmates, people with who we connect with and have great chemistry are actually quite abundant. The thing is, what you actually want if you want a long-term successful marriage or long-term relationship is not only someone you have great chemistry with, but someone who is aligned to your beliefs, your way of living, your, you know, the things that matter a little bit more than the chemistry itself. So someone here, if this message is resonating for you, someone here needs to hear it, because you may have been like blinded by the chemistry. And Spirit is saying it's great to pay attention to it. It's great to understand the potency of it and to acknowledge it. But also, it's not everything. So let's pull some tarot cards here to see What is it that Pisces needs to hear right now? Make sure that whoever you're dealing with is honoring you properly, Pisces. So I see here deception, I see here unrequited love, and I almost see these like rose-colored glasses over your eyes. Make sure that this person's chemistry with you isn't so powerful that it's literally blinding you. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Blinding you towards really seeing what's going on. I feel like there's some Pisces here trying to please someone, people please, be liked, kind of like in the pick-me energy. So just beware that you're not giving power to a person who's not really treating you properly or who isn't really capable of treating you properly. Make sure that you reclaim your own power, that you are in the proper energy, loving yourself, valuing yourself, taking good care of yourself, and trying to see things as accurately as possible. I see a lot of abundance and prosperity coming in here for you in the near future. I also see you, for those of you who want a long-term, happily ever after kind of thing, I see you definitely getting that, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is a card of legacy, generational wealth, but also like having the grounded, healthy partner in order to create legacy and generations moving forward. You know what I mean? Like you being in a connection that is so stable that it has the ability to stand the test of time and future generations as well. So don't be afraid if you can. Try not to be afraid of not finding the one. Don't settle for something that's less than you deserve because you feel like that might be the only option. Okay, because I see here in the near future that you're going to have plenty of options, but you do have to say no to the things that you don't want. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck in those things that you don't want. Protect your energy. Some of you, because of this very tangible physical chemistry, you may have had more intimacy with someone or intimacy with someone a little bit too quickly, or despite, certain red flags that you see. And Spirit is saying here, take a step back if necessary and honor yourself over honoring this chemistry. I know it's powerful. I know it may be magnetic, Pisces. I know everything may feel like it's perfect and right in the time that you are with this person. But Spirit is telling you here, you need to open your eyes. There's something here that is definitely not aligned with what you want. And it's important for you to see it. Now, if you see it and you choose to be in that dynamic regardless, that's different. But just make sure that you are seeing it, that you're not blinding yourself, that you're not putting, a veil over your eyes. Like if you're gonna, quote unquote, make a mistake, let it be an informed, conscious choice. You know what I mean? This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Some of you could be, kind of like maximizing all of the good things in this person and, trying to minimize all of the red flags. But keep a playful attitude. It doesn't have to be all serious. You don't have to dump this person. You don't have to make it all dramatic and stuff. You can just distance yourself a little bit from this person and allow yourself to be in this very welcoming and playful energy to see what else is out there, Pisces, okay? We got the Six of Wands in your environment, so this is a win. And you got the Ten of Pentacles in the near future, so it's don't focus on looking for that chemistry in everybody that you meet or everybody that you're interested in. You can have, in my opinion, I get to have one, 80% chemistry and you know, be on the same page with everything, and it's still going to work probably better than having 100% physical chemistry and having nothing else in common or nothing else aligned in any way. So keep yourself open-minded, take care of yourself, take a step back, take some power away from this person. Let me rephrase that. Take your power back from this person. So you've given this person a lot of your power, bring it back, take it back. You can interact with this person, you can connect with this person, you can reconcile with this person. Just don't give them your power, okay? What you want, ultimately, you're gonna have. But you have to have your hands open to receive, or like empty enough to receive what you want. If they're holding what you don't want, you don't have your hands available to reach out for what you do want. So don't say yes to the things that you don't want, okay? Just in order to have your hands full with something. Alright, Pisces, so that is the message here for you. I hope this reading helps. This is a short and sweet little bonus reading. I felt called by Spirit to do the love reading thing, so I guess now we know why. And I know that may be a bitter, you know, thing to receive, but hey, I'm here to assist you and help you and guide you, and if this is what the cards are saying, and this is what, you know, Spirit is wanting you to hear, then there must be a good reason. Maybe you're done with stepping over the same stone and you just want to, you know, avoid the drama. So yes, Pisces, I love you so much, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye. Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your weekly reading for the week that goes from October 21st to the 22nd. No, what? 27th. 21st to the 27th. Yes. Alright, so let's see what shows up, what predictions are showing up, what is the universe wanting to bring to your attention, Pisces. I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is going very well. Today we're going to start the reading with an affirmation card because I want to continue this buildup of energy in the comment section. I like it, it feels good, it boosts my energy, it seems to be boosting your guys' energy, so let's keep that flowing. Today we're going to be extending the reading a little bit. I want to take my time, I don't want to do this in a hurry, so get comfy, maybe get yourself something to drink, and join me, let's hang out, let's see what this week has in store for us. Alright. The million-dollar question is, where did I put the cards? Oh, here they are. With the affirmations. And there we are. Okay. Right. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important messages, predictions, and confirmations for Pisces for this upcoming week. What is it that Pisces needs to know? What is the best advice you got for Pisces? Alright, so the affirmation we got is, I am in the perfect position to get there from here. Okay, interesting. So comment below if this resonates with you. If you would rather comment below something different, a different kind of affirmation to bless your week ahead, then go ahead and do that. But let this be our little ritual at the beginning of every week, in which we, through an affirmation, raise the energy up as a collective, as a tribe, to bless our week ahead. I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So basically, you're exactly where you need to be. I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So you're exactly where you need to be, Pisces. Exactly where you need to be. Alright, first card that we got here, the Hierophant crossed by the Death card. Super interesting already. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus this week. Scorpio energy very present as well. I see that you're going to be not only seen as a spiritual leader of sort, you're going to be perceived as that wise one. And I feel like that is actually very common for Pisces. Oftentimes, regardless of age, Pisces is the one that people look to in moments of crises, moments of loneliness, moments in which they don't understand what is going on in life. Because Pisces has this like oracle vibe, right? Pisces has this quality of being that high priestess or that hierophant. Now, there seems to be a little attention placed this week on rites of passage. Yes, possibly marriage, but others as well. You could be going through something that represents some form of graduation, some form of a rite of passage. Some of you could be thinking about weddings, marriages, ceremonies. Some of you may have like ayahuasca ceremonies booked for this week or something like that. Whatever it is, trust that what is coming through is the divine. Even if it doesn't look pretty, okay? Sometimes we think that divine is only love and light, but actually severe darkness is a form of divinity as well. That takes us on a particular journey and teaches us a particular lesson every time, right? So just because something doesn't look a certain way does not mean that it is not divine. Now, some of you could be contemplating connecting with your passed on loved ones, desiring to connect to passed on loved ones. I'm getting a lot of like references to Coco, the Disney movie about passed on loved ones. So there could be some of you maybe contemplating rituals to connect, to honor your ancestors. You know, there could be a little bit of that this week. Also, lots of transformation, lots of change for sure. It seems like you're ready for something that you've been wanting to be ready for years. And for some reason, it feels a little scary. So let's say that you've always known you wanted to do whatever for a living. It was your highest hope, your highest dream, but you were never ready. And now all of a sudden, years later, you're ready. And you're like, oh shit, that means I have to do it right now? Damn, okay. You know, it can be a little intimidating, can be a little scary. But ultimately, there is an inspiration, a desire that is very clear and very powerful. In your mind space, all you can think of is creating this something. This fertility, this creativity, this desire to manifest that beautiful something that some of you have been dreaming about for quite some time. It seems like this week, someone is getting their karma here. I don't think that it's going to be pretty. I feel like someone here who has maybe abused power, manipulated, lied, cheated. You know, someone who hasn't been in any shape or form honorable. Someone here is getting their karma. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think that this is about you. I feel, Pisces, that this is about, you know, it could be even like on a bigger scale, kind of like, you know, this whole scandal that is happening with Diddy and how so many celebrities are going down and being exposed and, you know, all this stuff. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting on a collective level. Judgment Day arriving and a lot of people not having anything to show for themselves, anything to, no way of defending their actions. So this could be someone in your family. This could be someone in your friend group. This could be someone in your neighborhood. Someone in your government. I don't know, but someone here is going to be basically called out and almost cornered, and they're not going to have anything to say for themselves. And I do feel that, like, even though you never want to see anyone suffer, Pisces, you never want to see anything bad happen to anybody, I do feel like there is almost like this divine divine justice. You might feel good because divine justice is happening. Even if it has nothing to do with you, you may be like, you know what? Good. That means that things that are, done in the dark, they come to the light. That, secrets always come to the light. I don't know. It's like there's going to be a reinforcement of a belief that is positive about how divine justice functions, I guess. That is going to be shown to you this week. And it's going to bring you some form of satisfaction, even though it may also bring a little bit of yikes energy, Depending, of course, for every single one of you is going to be a different context. But I do see that around the weekend, around the end of the month, end of October, there's a tower moment here. Something big is happening. And I feel like it's an answer to your prayers. You have been asking for a big block to be removed. You have been asking for the answer, a solution, a way of working something out that seems almost impossible. So when this tower comes, it seems to be very welcomed for you. You're like, oh, fantastic. So now I know I have to do this and pay that and sign this thing. And, maybe before that would have been or felt chaotic, but now it's like, oh my God, this is the answer that I've been craving because I haven't had the chance to solve this thing or unknot or whatever this problem. Unknot. I don't know if that's a word. Alright, so let's see what else shows up here. Definitely a lot of ancestral vibes. Halloween, the Day of the Dead is going to be very powerful this year. I believe it's I'm not even going to say it because it's like not even accurate. I don't remember properly. But something about Halloween falling on a specific like date. It's always the same date, but like a date that's been like 666 years the last time that happened. Whatever, I don't know. So it's going to be very powerful. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not an astrologer, clearly. But, there is something about the energy of this wrapping up of the month that is going to be particularly strong, particularly interesting. And it seems like you're going to have a lot of access to the spirit realm, especially, being able to communicate with your passed on loved ones very tangibly, almost freakishly. So for those of you who are interested in mediumship, who want to experience these kind of things, this is going to be a wonderful time for you to really connect with your loved ones in a very, very almost physical way. This week, it seems like you are still putting in place certain structures in the physical realm, financial realm. You are putting things in place. You are trying to get something to come through, to happen. Some of you could be dealing with younger people, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. It could be younger than you, or it could be younger in spirit or in mentality. There could be people around you that you consider kind of immature. There could be earth signs around you that you consider to be a little bit immature. In your environment this week, you're going to find that everybody is busy in their own way about their own life. Everyone seems to be having a very packed to-do list. It seems like everyone is not only minding their business, but like super focused on things not falling through the cracks in their own life. So some of you, if you're feeling more social, if you want to like hang out more and, you know, have time of relaxation with your loved ones, you may find that this week may not be the most appropriate one for that. You may find that everyone is a little bit absorbed by whatever it is that they're doing or dealing with. The good thing about this energy, the Eight of Pentacles in the environment, is that there's a lot of opportunity for work, okay? If you want to work, if you want to get more clients, if you want to get more opportunities, this is a good energy to draw from. Because in your environment, there is this very productive energy. Some of you could have a little bit of this, I don't know if like imposter syndrome going on this week, heightened this week. There could be a little bit of wanting to people please, to be understood, to be seen. The more you can just focus on what you're doing and pay no mind to that, the better. Because some people are going to perceive you one way, others are going to perceive you another way, and bottom line, I think neither is going to be accurate entirely. Some people will perceive you here as the Queen of Swords, very fierce, direct, assertive, just, fair, but also a little bitchy. Others might perceive you as flighty, unreliable, impulsive, but I feel like none of that actually encompasses how you're going to be feeling this week. So it's like, don't like pay people's perspective of you no mind if you can. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra and an Aries. Something happening between a Libra and an Aries. It could be a conflict, it could be a fight, it could be a competition. This is not you with them. This is you seeing the drama from afar. This week can feel a little bit frustrating, Pisces, if you're looking to get big results. I know that this has been showing up, it feels like forever now, in the readings, in which many of you are putting in the work, the energy, the intention, the attention, everything that you need to get things moving, and it seems like results and breakthroughs are somehow harder to get at this time. And it could be astrological, I wouldn't know, but right now that same energy is showing up. So don't do things out of a desire for instant gratification. Try to shift the mindset a little bit this week and think of everything as seeds that you're planting that will then grow when you need them most. My slightest improvement is of such great value. Alright, so let's pull another spread for this week. Let's find out a little bit more for this week. And then let's pull some oracle cards to see what is the best advice for each area of life. If you would like to support the channel for free, liking the video, subscribing, all of that helps tons. And also if you would like to receive notification of this reading when it comes out, I know that, you know, YouTube is super saturated, so clicking on the bell icon next to the subscribe button is the way to go. Alright, let's use this zombie, no, let's use the Dark Woods Tarot. Universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most accurate predictions for this week that goes from October 21st to October 27th for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What can you tell us for Pisces? What is it that Pisces needs to know? Okay, so there could be a lot going on this week, but a lot of it doesn't really require your participation. And that is going to be an important filter to put on your perspective this week. There may be a lot going on, but not a lot of that requires your participation. Okay, so that's interesting. You know, you may see conflicts, conversations, negotiations, and it's like your opinion is not necessarily needed in every one of those things. You're not necessarily included, and that's a good thing, because that means that those things are on someone else's plate, not on your plate necessarily. It is going to be very important this week, Pisces, to measure the rhythms of how you operate. Okay, we got very similar cards than the ones that we had in the previous spread, so those are just confirmations. At the bottom of the deck we have the Sun, the most positive card in tarot. Okay, so this is very positive, this is good luck, this is good health. This means that this is going to be a good week overall. But we have the Seven of Pentacles again. There is a need for patience. Don't focus on what you want to get out of this week. Instead, focus on how you can show up in the best way this week. Don't focus on the reward. Focus on your ability to show up to the best of your ability. That makes sense. That sounds so weird. But yeah, it's almost about performance, like showing up fully for yourself, for your loved ones, for your life, as opposed to doing it for a particular reward. We got a lot of Hecate energy here with these keys. Some of you may be connecting with Hecate. We also have the Hermit card. Maybe around the weekend, if some of you are planning to do things that involve other people, going to places that are crowded, going to maybe, you know, run errands, going to the mall, going to airports and things like that, you know, it could be particularly difficult for you. You may feel this weekend that you want to hide in a little cave and become this hermit and isolate from external stimulus. So keep that in mind. If you can minimize the idea of running errands on the weekend or doing a bunch of like productive things that require you to be out there, just know that you may find a lot of resistance within yourself. Ah, bless me. Honestly, the best advice I can give you based on these cards, Pisces, is try to forget the reward aspect of things, the outcome aspect of things, and just focus on showing up to the best of your ability. Because it can become frustrating if you feel like you're doing everything right, if you feel like you're working really hard, if you're showing up really well, but you're measuring things based on the rewards and the instant gratification. You may feel very frustrated. You know, you may be like, I'm doing everything well, why isn't it working? But if you take that reward aspect out of the equation and you just evaluate yourself and how you're showing up, you can then be very proud of what you're doing. It's like, oh my God, I'm showing up beautifully. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing it, you know, with a good energy. I am devoted to my, you know, the things that are important for me. It's like, if you take the reward out of the equation, all of a sudden you feel really proud of what you're doing. But if you are doing the same thing and just waiting for a reward, then you start to feel frustrated. Because it's like, how come I'm doing all these things well and I'm not getting the thing? Spirit is saying, the thing, forget about it this week. This week, measure success on how aligned you can show up. And that's it. Like, forget about any kind of rewards. Whether they come or they don't come, you know, it may be different for every single one of you. But doing something in order to get something else is almost going to extract the magic out of it. And it's going to make you feel really shitty this week. So, instead of feeling like you're never good enough, why not just feel very proud of how you're showing up? It really does depend on perspective and our mindset, especially this week. The advice for health for this week for Pisces is healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael is the one showing up here for you, telling you, hey, whatever it is that you need, if you're struggling with anything, just let me know. I'm here for you. I'm just one prayer, one thought away. Archangel Raphael, he's the archangel of health, so that makes sense. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Yes, pretty obvious. Yes, pretty cliche. But how many of us are actually focusing on this to the extent in which we really need to feel great? So that is the advice. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to, find the craziest, bestest, whatever technique for your health. Just do what we know works. Do all the basics of your well-being, and you'll be fine. Now for finances, money, finances, career, recognition, success. The advice here for Pisces for this week is savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do yourself a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay, Pisces, so what I'm getting intuitively out of this is actually that some of you have maybe plans this week in which, you need to pay this, you need to go here, buy this thing, cancel that thing, finish paying that loan. I don't know. Spirit is saying there's a possibility that the things that you think you're paying this week don't end up happening this week, that they're delayed or changed. And what Spirit is saying here is don't spend that money on something else. Keep that money for what it's supposed to be. Even if you get a discount or something, that extra money we're not counting on, save it. Make an honest, conscious choice of saving it, because you may need it in the future, and because it can be helpful to simply have it there and make you feel more secure. All right, now for relationships, loves, romance, friendships, all of that. Okay, so what if we do this a little more specific, since we're taking our time and everything? By the way, thank you so much if you're here. If you have gotten to this point of the reading, I really appreciate it. I'm going to pull one advice card for those who are single, one for those who are coupled, one for those of you who are somewhere in between, and I'm going to pull a card for friendship as well. How about that? So the advice for singles for this week is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you want love, you want a relationship, you want to find that person, right? Then open your heart to it. Do the healing that it's required. Ask your angels, your spirit guides. Maybe ask your friends, ask around, see, and really put in the effort, because it's worth it. Okay? Now, for those of you who are coupled, the advice here for this week is past life relationship. You have known each other before. So from that lens, that perspective, you can find a lot of answers that you may be seeking in order to understand your current relationship better. Maybe there are some aspects that are a little odd, how you relate to each other, how maybe you say the right thing at the right time or the same thing at the same time. And, you know, there could be some things here that if you look through the lens of it being a past life relationship, you may be like, oh, okay, that makes sense, you know? So consider that. Also consider the reason why the love is as it is, or the problems are as they are, could be stemming from a past life. Now, for those in situationships, the advice is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Pay attention to yourself. Focus on yourself. Do the things that bring you joy. Spend more time doing the things that bring you joy. If this person wants to join, fantastic. If they don't want to join, continue to do you, okay? Continue to feel happy, to really enjoy every day as a blessing that it is. And this person will most likely want to join in on the fun, other than, you know, if you're just focused on them instead of enjoying, sometimes that can bring a little bit of that repellent energy, right? And for friendships, the advice that we got here is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so there could be some of you out there who are getting the feels for a friend. You have romantic feelings for that best friend of yours or someone that you're recently connecting to. Don't suppress them. You know, maybe just try to understand them. Not necessarily by immediately bringing the other person in, you know, to the conversation, but instead just pay attention to how you feel, pay attention to what you want, how is that compatible to what you want, you know, just don't deny it, instead explore those feelings, because it may be worth it, okay? Alright, Pisces, so if you haven't already, comment below in the comment section, I am in the perfect position to get there from here. I am in the perfect position to get there from here. Which translates to you're exactly where you need to be. Alrighty, Pisces. So this is what I got for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast. This was a lovely reading. There's a lot to keep in mind for this week, a lot of little things. So feel free to watch this reading as many times as you need. And if you like to take notes, sometimes that helps as well. Alrighty, my loves, I'll see you in the next reading.